What's up, guys? Welcome to TSO Crypto, your home for crypto today. I am your host, Martin, and today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin consolidating. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome. If you're catching the replay and have any suggestions, please, you know what to do. Hit the like, hit the bell, hit the sub, yep, regular things. So, what was happening with crypto, guys? Not a lot since we spoke last, right? We weren't here yesterday, so this day we weren't here. And what's going on? We're still consolidating in a large triangle structure, right? Again, like we said, that basically comes to maturity, 100% maturity on around April 20th, right? 19/20th, which is when the halving is. So we know these consolidations break before, and they break either way. So from what we've spoken in the past, not a lot has changed as far as what's going on in the daily for market cap, right? We are right now getting above this here zone, which is a resistance, 2.50. And we're slightly above it at 2.506, okay? Nothing else going on right now. Nothing else bullish. Nothing else bearish on the daily. It's just kind of plain. We're going to move on to Bitcoin and see what's going on there. I just waiting for the charts to load. How's the weekend going so far, guys? Again, I was not here yesterday. Sorry about that. I had something come up, and I was not able to make it back. And that's what we're streaming today. But again, today's just going to be short, sweet, to the point, right? We're not going to be, like, messing around or anything like that. We just want to talk crypto real quick. See where we're at with regards to what we're talking about. Again, we're looking for that triangle consolidation. We got above that resistance, right? At 69,000. Finally closed right on it yesterday, right? And we're getting above it today. Which, again, it's all freaking cool, right? I mean, our targets are working, right? Slightly below it, man. We managed to close at 68,895, right? So, like, $105 below target. That's a spot on hit on my book. And moving slightly higher, right? So, with all that into consideration, again, Bitcoin on the daily really has nothing else bearish going on. And really nothing bullish, right? And that just comes with the consolidation phase. We're not really doing any strong moves. We're not doing any wild moves to start generating any kind of divergence, at least in the time scale that we're looking at right now, which is a daily. And with all that said, we're still waiting for a break to happen. Again, maturity should be somewhere around the 11th. Oh, sorry, not. That's when we should be looking for a break, somewhere around the 11th. Or, you know, a little bit later. But we know patterns, right? Usually break upon 75% completion. So. And I think we took a wild measure the other day and went like this and said, okay, well, if that is 37 bars, right? And I'm just going to bring this out real quick. So we had like 37 bars. And we know they break at around 75%. That'll make it like 27 bars. Right? So if we go here, that'll be like 28. So 27.75 would be the actual number. I just did the math. And so it'll be like between here and here. So that's why we put it here for the break, right? So again, and if you don't believe me, I just brought the calculator out and I did 37 times 0.75. And that's when we usually look for the patterns to break. So usually should be looking for a break around this point onwards, right? So right now we still have a couple days more consolidation to go, potentially, before we look for the break. Can we break before? Yes. It's not a set rule. It is usually patterns wait to be at least 75 to 80% maturity before they actually look for the break. So that means Bitcoin might still bounce, might come down still, then bounce again. We don't know yet, again, until we look at the shorter time scales. But for now, everything looking good, okay? Nothing to worry about. We already had a measure move, right? And we set up and down. So what we can do is just copy that and paste it. And what I'm going to do with that pasted version is I'm just going to put it down here and be like, okay, well, if we break the downside, then now we have both, right? If we go up, we're going up here potentially, right? 82,000. If we go down, we're looking here at 55,000, right? So again, we already got targets for whenever Bitcoin gets out of this triangle consolidation, right? So with all that into account and with nothing else going on, we're going to move on to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we're starting to create strong bearish. Is it going to kick in and start moving us down? Probably not immediately. Things I'm not liking is the fact that we're getting a lot of resistance as we're moving up, right? So as you can tell, here in a second, so change visibility, right? We're coming up higher, right? But look at the pullback that we got in the previous candle, right? A lot of pullback, more than half of the candle being pushed back by the bears, right? Somewhat similar to what happened here. This happens on the next candle, right? We are still getting a lot of that pullback coming back, right? We're not able to continuously push past. So we're trying to move bullish, but the bears are really putting up a fight. And that could come with the territory of the bearish divergence that we're starting to get, right? This is within the same island again. We don't have it against the RSI. It's just against the MACD, and it is strong bearish. And without the possibility for a movement down. All right, and with all that into account, there's really nothing else that is bullish on the 4 hour. So we could, in theory, start looking for a downwards motion. Or, in all fairness, we could pump a couple more candles, right? And if we stay below this previous high here for like April the 4th, we could look still, right, for the divergence to develop and still be there, right? But if we do get that move, right, and we start to move down from here, what we already know is that we have this divergence. It can still mature a couple more candles. Nothing wrong with that. But for now, and as of this candle and the previous candle, even this one here, right, we're still developing that strong bearish divergence. We're just waiting for it to trigger. That's telling us that the trend is starting to weaken, okay? And again, not really worried about that because we're still within the large triangle, okay? Would love to have seen this bounce at the top again, but if we don't hit it and we're still in the triangle, it's still good. It's just consolidation. All right, 1 hour chart. Where are we at? When we were here, we're looking for some hidden divergence to develop. And I told you guys, you know, hidden divergence is one of those things that keep dropping, right? And if you keep making that momentum, it's still there. So we still had that hidden divergence. Bullish. And then we finally got the shift after, you know, we flirted a lot with the 66,994 target, right? Ultimately holding support at 66,244. And then finally getting that move until we are finally getting above the 69,000, which was our target on a movement up, if you remember, okay? So now we're above it, and we know the next target is going to be the upper portion of the triangle on the 1 hour, and we're sitting neutral. Sorry, not neutral, bought. Bought at 69.09. Cool. Do we have anything bearish? No, we're coming up higher. More positive momentum, higher on the other side. Do we have anything bullish? I mean, kind of, sort of, we do, right? So from here to here, and from like here, it's negative. It's just barely there to here. How do we know? We zoom in here, and we're going to see the negative momentum island there, right? And if you don't want to consider that one, you're just going to go to that one. It's the same thing, right? So again, just one island to the next, all right? There's at least 3 bars separation, so that counts, right? And we would also have the same movement here, right? So bullish divergence strong. We had the possibility for action to the upside, and Bitcoin's trying to get that movement up. That's why we are moving up. Again, we were in here yesterday to call on this, but we already knew that we had some divergence developing, right? And we're looking for that movement up. I already explained, again, in depth that we're in a triangle. It could be 50-50 break. We're still looking for the break. We have targets up and down, so, and we know supports and resistances on any kind of move of that nature because we've mentioned them continuously over the last couple of streams. So I'm not going to go in depth onto those, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to Ethereum. Again, tonight's stream is just going to be short, guys. It is the weekend. Not a lot happening with crypto. It's just stagnation still. Well, not readily stagnation, it's just consolidation. And I just wanted to jump in real quick to talk crypto in general, right? Like Bitcoin, Ethereum. See what's happening, right? I posted a picture in the Discord if you're there. You know, we're still within the triangle. And would I wait for that move to break before we can actually do anything else? I'm just waiting for the chart to load. It just wants to wait. Yeah, just wait for it. Man. But guys, let me know. How's the weekend going? Y'all enjoying it? Y'all having fun? All right, so Ethereum, similar stuff, right? Now it's following Bitcoin. So Bitcoin rallied, Ethereum rallied. Bitcoin's rallying, Ethereum's rallying as well. Nothing, not doing its own thing. It's not going crazy. It's not doing anything extremely cool or quirky or weird. It's just like heavily following Bitcoin now that it's trying to move and not saying, oh, I'm too weak to do my own thing, right? Because that seemed to be Ethereum over the last couple of days. It's like, I can do it myself. You know, like, what was that guy on Mad TV? Stuart? Like, I can do it myself. You know, stop. No, I can do it myself. It's just like that, dude. It's like swinging, right? And it's just not moving anywhere. So I'm reminded of that when I look at this chart. It's like it's trying to do, but it's really not doing anything. Neutral at 47.49. Let's go to the 4 hour, man. I mean, really not a lot happening, right? It's just there. Here we have an interesting thing that developed. And tell you guys what that interesting thing is. And the interesting thing is going to be, as soon as this thing loads and lets me, you know, move my mouse, unless my computer froze. Oh, snap. Alright, so my PC is starting to go wonky. Okay, I can't see my screen now. That's freaking weird. Can you guys see the screen? I can't even, like, what the hell's going on? I'm back? Alright, cool. Well, I'm back and not, right? Like yeah, I'm just waiting for it to be back fully. Alright, there we go. Wow, that's the first thing that's happened. Like, the first time that's happened since I've been streaming. That's just freaking weird. I'm not even sure why that happened. I'm not sure if it was an internet thing or like a processing fee thing or like, you know, what the hell is that, man? That was like the weirdest thing ever. Okay, so I want to talk Ethereum. Ethereum's doing something really cool. And if you look at the price here, right? And the price here is very similar. But what I'm looking for here is a double bottom. All right, so let's bring in the curve tool to highlight. Double bottom jeans, but with the fur. All right, man, what is going on here? It's going higher, more positive momentum, higher on the other side. We don't have anything that is bearish on the short move, right? On the larger move, high to low. Man, are we gonna have divergence here? It looks like it. 12.5. 13.4. All right, yeah, that is something, right? Barely there, man. It's just barely there, right? But still, what this tells us is that there is starting to develop some hidden bearish. That hidden bearish could put stagnation, but again, price could go all the way up there. That could still go higher, and we'll still have that hidden bearish. So again, it's not necessarily a trend killer, right? But it could just start to give us trouble as we start to try to climb up, okay? That's what's happening with Ethereum. Neutral at 56.97. I mean, yeah, that's about it. It's just not really doing a lot. Kind of there, but not really. I mean, yeah, double bottom, broke that neckline, right? Or that peak line here for the double bottom. We should be looking for a very nice move up. Not really going for it right now, right? But if we were, I'm just going to measure this and be like, yo, what we're looking for? Okay, well, we're looking for this move, right? It goes like that. Bam, bam. Don't matter if it's like that, but we're looking for it to reach around 3,493. That's going to be a good move, right? That could be a good move for the weekend. I'll be happy if we get that, right? I'll be happy if we get that. There you go. I just want to be that straight. There we go. Somewhere around there, that's our target for that, you know, double bottom move on a shorter move and just taking a measure move, not really doing any kind of like deep percentage regression that we would be looking for that trend. Again, double bottom comes in a downward trend. So we're getting it. Boom, downward trend. Boop, boop, double bottom. And now looking for that movement up. Cool. Hopefully Bitcoin will allow it and we'll get it. 1 hour chart. All right, 1 hour chart had the bearish divergence. Moved down on that. And that's what we talked about last. Probably around this day or probably around here. We were like on, you know, when we were last. And we're starting to get that moving down. Good stuff. So So doing anything else afterwards? Low, lower low, morning momentum, lower here. Yeah, with some bullish divergence here. Small, short here, right? Like a small tracking move here. And here as well, right? Boom, boom. And with that, action to the upside, starting to get that nice movement up. Cool stuff. Low to high, high to low. Hidden bearish starting to come into play, right? Just like we saw on the larger time scale on the 4-hour. There's just some bearish divergence hidden that's going to put pressure on the price and, you know, try to stagnate us. What's up, Jason? All right, we are sitting bought at 64.34, man. All right, and with all this taken into account, again, potential for action down to the end. Again, this can just keep pumping a little bit more. So you'll have that divergence. Hopefully, the double bottom comes into play, and with that nice motion up, that's what I'm looking for. Again, we can still get a back test of this zone, right? We get a throwback, and if we break below here again, that will be where we exit the position. But right now, the screen is sitting. I don't get it, man. Is it like not showing anything? I have no idea, man, what you guys are saying. Hopefully it's like, you know, oh, it's not moving. All right. Interesting. I have no idea what happened there, dude. Like my stream completely froze. So let's see if I can do this. Is that one? Yeah, that should be it. So, all right. Like something's wonky and I'm not going to be able to like do that right now. And that's freaking weird. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get that to work now. So I tried to shut it down and yeah, it's not really working, I think. It's just annoying, dudes. So let's see. I'll try to go to the 1 hour real quick and see if it changes there. Because on my end, it's not changing. Hopefully, it'll change here on the screen. Now, I think now it's moving. I saw my mouse move. I'm just waiting to switch for it to switch to like the 1 hour. All right, cool. So everything's moving now. Thank you guys for letting me know. Again, troubleshooting this stuff. I'm not sure why. This thing is still frozen like on the previous screen we were at. Like it's just giving me an error. For some reason, like my computer went all black on screens. And then it just came back. So like I had like black screens all over the place. I have no idea why that froze or why that was happening. But now it's just not there, which is good. All right, so what I was talking about is we had this bullish divergence here, right? And that's probably what you guys missed. Right, this bullish divergence strong, getting that nice action up. And here in the 1 hour, have that bearishness, right? And that's putting that pressure downwards, right? So with all that into account, it looks good, right? So again, that could put pressure on the price, maybe stagnates a bit. But again, ultimately, we're still looking for a nice movement up, right? And for it to go back here and have that measure move be hit. So 3,490, that would be a good target, right? All right, there's a question regarding DXY. That's the only thing we're going to do that is not crypto related today. After this, I'm probably going to be calling any stream. I did promise a short stream. I probably am going to deliver on that promise for a short stream. You want it on the weekly or the monthly? Okay, we'll look at that. I'm just waiting for it to load. Just give me a second, man. Oh, DXY trying to do his thing. It didn't quite go for that move, right? It's the inverse head and shoulders. Not breaking that neckline. It's all good. All right, let's go on the weekly, man. The weekly, what are we looking for, man? Same thing, right? Here we have the head and shoulders, right? Potentially, that's what we're looking for. Again, this doesn't look as good here. But ultimately, do we have anything here that is cool? It's going up higher, more positive momentum, higher on the RSI. Up. Nothing bearish, nothing really bullish. Right, let's go to the monthly. Yeah, it's all good, man. No worries. No worries. I mean, all things considered, it does have some bullish divergence in the monthly, right? So boom, boom, right? And then it just goes like that. So there, from there, and then from there to there, right? So boom, boom. Bullish divergence strong, potential for action to the upside. We don't have it against the RSI, it's just against the MACD. Right? You want to anchor it there or there. It's just the same thing. It's still going to a lower point, right? And we get that nice action up. So in theory, we could still try to go bullish here, right? But the month is just on the red. And again, it's just starting up. But let's go back to the daily. Bouncing at support at 103. And again, it's just still looking for the DXY to potentially, right, get above that 618 and back trace back to that 786. So that'll be like getting over 104.78 and then going for 106.91. Right, that's more or less the move we're looking for. Depending on when we get there, we might be breaking that neckline. Right, if this doesn't become inverse head and shoulders, right, then this neckline is going to become a trend line, and we're going to need to break that trend line. Right, that's the trend line resistance that we're going to get. Hopefully we'll break it. Once we break it, we're looking for a nice impulse up, right? Let's fib this one real quick, just for, like, sakes of arguments. And see where the DXY could go. DXY potentially bouncing. Well, not potentially, it's bouncing right now. Right, that's bottom bounce. No, 382, cool. So it did a deeper retrace earlier. Right, so yesterday, or whatever, Thursday, Friday, just kind of like opened there and trying to move. So yeah, we might still be looking for this to retrace and go back up, right? Yeah, it's typically bad. It's typically bad, but I think it's now starting to depend on more global factors, right? You cannot lately say it's been that related because you can look at the price here of, the DXY, and it's just been going up. So we're gonna see, let's see, the 12th of March, we know it went up, right? So I'm just gonna go back to Bitcoin real quick on the daily. Right, so 12th of March. When was 12th of March? Come on. Waiting for it to load. All right, so 12th of March onwards, right? 12th of March would have been here. And then the USD has gone up and down. So, like, up and then down. So it just went up. And this probably when it finished going up and then started to go down. And now it's trying to go back up. So, I mean, it's not really 100% following it on this short term. I guess from here to here kind of did. But then Bitcoin did its thing. Right? So, yeah, it's not like 100%, but it's close. Not as close as it used to be. But it's still close nonetheless, right? Cool. Alrighty, all things considered and everything said, that's going to be it for tonight, I think. I'm just going to call it a stream. I need to figure out why my computer froze and started giving me problems. I really, really hope that's not going to be an issue with the laptop, because otherwise I'm going to be in troubles. And with all that said, that's probably going to be it for tonight, guys, right? Again, if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like, you hit the bell, you hit the sub, you join us on the Discord. Now look at silver. I mean, I can look at it quickly, but the thing is, like, I'm worried that this thing's, like, not updating, and I'm still getting, like, issues. So I don't want to push it too much. I like to look at it quickly. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to spend a lot because I want to restart my computer before like I either hard crash or something, right? So I just want to do this quickly before like it just goes out. It's really weird. Yeah, I haven't gotten that to happen in the past, but I also don't just want to have like no equipment, right? So that's going higher. That's definitely going higher. The divergence that we're looking for is no longer there. Gold just killing it all time. Sorry, silver killing it, going higher at $27. Very, very nice price. Overbought at 63.52. And again, in theory, I'm just waiting for it to like get above this year level, right? Like $28. And even then, it's not going to be at all-time highs. So it can still have, we'll be fibbing different things, but ultimately we'll be trying to reach $34. Again, doing extremely good. And as far as gold goes, gold still doing all-time highs. Cool. And we had some bearish divergences still there. Not really kicking in yet, right? But just kind of there. We have it against the MACD and against the RSI still, right? So all that coolness, all that, you know, sweetness that's happening is still there for gold again. But, you know. All right, gold and silver done. That's it for tonight, guys. Again, not really trying to cut it short. I did say it was going to be a short stream. I just got really worried when my computer started to freeze up and everything went black. It took me a while to get like this screen back. Like the screen off to my left side came back fast. The top screen came back, but I couldn't see the window. And then my right screen came back, but it's just not loading the website. And then this was all black. So yeah, I really have no idea what that happened. I just want to shut it down, open it back up. Something might have bugged. I'm not sure. There's really nothing that's putting a lot of pressure on my computer right now. I just have like, you know, my window open or my Chrome. I have the music and OBS. That's it. It's like the three things. I never have issues, but for some reason it just decided to like, you know, freeze up or something, which is really, really weird, you know? Yeah. But with all that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Need more screens? No, I'm cool with 4. I got it. Like, I have a 4th one. So I have an extra one that could be the 5th. I'm just not going to plug it in. I think my computer can only handle, like, 3 outputs. And it's screen, so that's 4. And that's what I'm doing. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. That's going to be it for tonight. I'll catch you again Monday for another edition of TSO Crypto. No stream tomorrow. Again, came in today to make up the time that I missed yesterday. I wanted to come in, let you guys know what Bitcoin was doing in general and overall, right? And again, we're still consolidating in that triangle, so it's all good. And with all that said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you again Monday for another edition of TSO Crypto. Until then.